Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lost of Dead Space, and today I got a quick little video for you guys, but I think it would be fun to go over the top Ubisoft game franchises of all time. And you guys might be thinking, what do you mean by franchises? Any Ubisoft owned game trademarks. For instance, all the Assassin's Creed games will count as just Assassin's Creed in this list. All the Splinter Cell games will count as just Splinter Cell, so on and so forth. I looked at Metacritic, I looked at sales, I looked at everything. And I'm also throwing in a little bit of personal opinion just to make it a little spicy. So now that we got all that boring stuff out of the way, let's get to the first of the 6 in this list, which would be Raymond. Raymond's just one of these games that Ubisoft never really released a bad game for. It's not my biggest cup of tea, but I will say that Raymond Origins and Raymond Legends were surprisingly awesome games, and they were super fun to play. And this is coming from someone that hates platformers mostly. And honestly, this was rated highest on Metacritic. For the franchise itself, it's got an 88. So that really goes to show you that Ubisoft really doesn't mess around when it comes to Raymond. And if you guys are working on that next Raymond game, you better make it online multiplayer, you bastards. But enough about Raymond, let's get to the next franchise, which would be Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon is one of these games where they make a really good game, and then they follow it up with a massive dumpster fire. For instance, the great Ghost Recon Wildlands, followed by the dumpster fire that was Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They always do this. They release a really good game in the series that gets people hyped up for the next one. They release the next one and they basically just decapitate all of your hopes and dreams. And they've been doing this for a while now. And it keeps the series from gaining a lot of traction. And I really hope that they would just take their fucking time with every single game that they make. And this goes for every series. If they just do that, Ubisoft will be looked at as a much more prestigious studio. But I can't deny that when they do hit the ground running, they make good quality games, and they made enough good quality games of Ghost Recon for it to be considered one of the best in its series. I personally just hope that the next Ghost Recon is a lot more like Wildlands and a lot less like Breakpoint. So the next franchise we have on the list would be Rainbow Six. Not doing the greatest on the Metacritic score, but Rainbow Six Siege definitely helped it out a lot. Rainbow Six Siege being such a financial powerhouse for Ubisoft, it probably single-handedly kept it from getting into financial ruin during the coronavirus pandemic. It was such a blowout success that Rainbow Six went from a game series that Ubisoft makes to one of the best game series that Ubisoft makes. And just because of that one game, it actually jumped a couple tiers on this list. And looking at the future of Rainbow Six Siege, I don't see it slowing down at all. And also with the addition of the new Rainbow Six Quarantine, as long as it's good, I see that this series still keeps increasing in its popularity. But moving on from Rainbow Six, the next series we have on the list is Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell is one of the very first stealth games ever made with a world-renowned title. This is one of those game series that it seems everyone and their mom has heard about. And it's one of those very few game series where Ubisoft makes sure that what they are releasing is of good quality. There's not really much to say about this series since they haven't released a game in almost 10 years. But I can see them coming back with a new Splinter Cell and it doing fantastically in the box office, as long as they put their time and effort into it. Personally, I was never a fan of these games. I'm not a real stealth game person, so I couldn't care less. But I know a lot of people would kill to get another game, so hopefully that comes out soon. So the next franchise we have is Far Cry. The Far Cry series is fantastic. It's one of the best Ubisoft series ever. And it's actually my personal favorite series that Ubisoft creates. Far Cry 3 and 4 were fantastic. Far Cry 2 was alright. Far Cry 5 and New Dawn were just total garbage. And it actually was so bad that it ruined the Metacritic score of Far Cry as a whole. And it's all the way down to a 79. But with Far Cry 6 coming out, that's going to jump right back up. And who cannot wait for Moff Gideon to be the main bad guy in the next Far Cry? I know I can't. I'm super excited for the future of Far Cry. I know they made some mistakes, but I think they've learned from it, just like how Bethesda has. And I know that they're going to be making good quality content in the future. So the last game we wanted to talk about, and the most successful game series for Ubisoft, is, of course, Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed has had some fantastic games, and it's had its share of duds. Assassin's Creed 3 and Syndicate, in my opinion, being kind of trash. But all the rest of the games being great, especially Valhalla and Black Flag. Those are my two favorite. There was a point in time where everyone was thinking Assassin's Creed was getting to the end of its lifespan, and then they totally revamped the way that they made the games. And now with Valhalla being their most successful game title ever, I don't see Assassin's Creed slowing down anytime soon. And since Valhalla was so good, I don't even want it to slow down at this point. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is the best series that they have made, even though personally I like Far Cry just a little bit better. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you like this tier list, be sure to check out my top 10 Bethesda games here on the left. And here's another video on the right that you can check out that I just picked personally just for you. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below if you agree with my personal opinions or the list itself. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.